Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Radical Access Year 2 Telethon!
A live audience.
This is so much more live than last year. We've got dozens of people socially distanced in the studio, and I'm sure dozens of thousands of people watching at home.
That's right.
My name is Wesley Colford.
I'm Robin Lee Seal.
We'll be your co-hosts for the evening, and we're going to talk more very shortly. But first, we want to kick things off right with a fabulous and talented Carmen Townsend. Take it away.
Darling, how does it go? The land is locked around your heart, and I'm up with the birds, wandering up and away. I'm singing songs here all day long about the day you stay. Just like the movies, a tuxedo running in the rain, thunder and lightning. When love finds you nearly dead. Darling, well, you're no good. Trying to hide it, so excited like you said that you would be again. Next time around, we're singing songs here all day long about who's got you now. Just like the movies, tuxedo running in the rain, thunder and lightning. When love finds you nearly dead. But if it's just like the movies, tuxedo running in the rain. Darling, how does it go? The land is locked around your heart, and I'm up with the birds.
Thank you.
Carmen Townsend, ladies and gentlemen, everyone.
You know what, Wesley? When I think back to a year ago and where we were for the first telethon, I was terrified.
I was every day.
Yeah, we had to prove that we could fight and keep this theater. We had to fight for the existence of the theater, and we had to prove that the model worked, that this crazy thing we were proposing called radical access would actually work, because not everyone believed that it could. But
Many people did not.
But here we are a year and a few months later, and we know it works. We know it works because we've had free theater throughout this pandemic for our community in multiple sites across the CBRM. We know it works because we were featured on Land and Sea as kind of a thriving space in an old building. We know it works because we were listed as one of the art heroes across the country for the Globe and Mail.
One of them, yes.
One of them, yeah.
It's been pretty amazing. Yeah.
It was like the Highland Arts Theatre, people like Daniel Levy. It was a big year. And we know it works because we've had so many people come through the doors.
Yeah. In the last year, along with our 12 main stage productions, which we were able to put forward, in spite, again, of there was a global pandemic, I'm sure all of us remember, with physical distancing, we were able to continue our work, continue hiring and paying local artists.
Paying them better.
We had over 300 performances in multiple venues, over 100 scholarships for youth activities for arts education, and over 13,000 people through our doors physically distanced with free tickets, all thanks to Radical Access. Yeah.
So I think we've proven that it works, and why we're here tonight asking for you to support again, and I think we should just give it back over to Carmen Townsend.
Well, we've got one more thing first. We were going to talk to you throughout the night, and there's lots and lots that we're going to say, but why you listen to us when you can take some of our closest hat friends first to give you just a little bit more, in case you're watching for the first time and have no idea what we're talking about or what Radical Access is. Here's a little primer from some of our friends.
Last year, the Highland Arts Theatre faced extinction.
We met an unprecedented time with an unprecedented solution.
And made history.
And now, we want to do it again.
We are asking for ongoing monthly donations to ensure the continuation of theatre, the Hat Academy, the work that we do, and the art we create. And we want to make sure that there is free access for everyone.
Regardless of income.
That's right, regardless of income.
Now you may be asking, well, what's in it for me? Practically everything, actually.
If we reach our goal, as a thank you, we will provide all of our main stage productions free of charge for anyone and everyone.
You heard correctly. Free.
Completely free. 100% free.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
But we can't do it without you. Anything and everything helps.
Even $5 a month can go a long way.
Thanks.
And I'm not good at math, but I'm pretty sure that's only 17 cents a day.
Now, if you'd like to donate something like the cost of this outfit, you'd still be only paying $5.
That's 2 fewer trips to Tim's or half a trip to Starbucks a month.
And, as a result, free theater for everyone.
Free theater for everyone.
It's like you paying to see a show or production each month.
Except when you buy your ticket, you're also buying a ticket for your entire community.
You're also going to get a tax-deductible receipt in exchange for all your contributions. Now, us just saying tax-deductible receipt might not convince you, so I've prepared a little graphic here to explain further what we mean. This is the money that you're going to pay with taxes, and this is the money that you'll...
It's like Netflix.
You pay a monthly fee. In exchange, you'll get access to incredible shows and online content and all of our community initiatives.
In fact, it's better than Netflix, because your contribution goes towards hiring local artists, craftspeople, and businesses.
And did we mention it's a tax-deductible receipt?
You know you hate taxes, folks.
And to top it all off,
all donations made before the end of the telethon will be matched by Annette Vishurin and her husband, Stan Shabinsky.
And so, I humbly request for your help.
Help us continue to make history and show the world what Cape Breton can do.
Help us provide radical access. Radical access.
Radical access.
Radical access.
Radical access.
Thank you.
Am I even recording?
So this is where we are now. After a year, all of the things that we've been able to accomplish, we really believe in radical access. We want to do it again, and we need your help. What's at stake is being able to pay the tens of thousands of dollars we need every month just to keep all of the lights on and the doors open, and then of course to pay for all of the programming goals. And again, you can check out our website for all of the intricate details of what we're promising. At the moment, this is our first big drum roll moment. Starting now with just the people that have continued their donations from last year on a monthly basis, we are at 43.3% of our year 2 goal, which is really, really great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's actually further than we were at the beginning of last year's telethon, and then by the end of last year's telethon, I think we got up to 79%. So no pressure, but the phones are open and our website is also open. So if you are watching at home, if you haven't yet made your donation or your pledge, we would love your help. Whatever you're able to offer is completely appreciated. If you want to just make it a one-time thing, we will gladly accept it. If you're able to make a monthly commitment, it is so much better for us because we know every month we have that guaranteed revenue generation that helps us just with all of those cash flow and budgeting issues. It doesn't have to be a fortune. What we've asked in the past is $25 per person, which is about what you pay for a ticket anyway, but it can really be as little or as much as you want, as much as you're able to manage. If it's $5 a month, that's $5 more than we had before. If it's $5,000 a month, then that is also okay.
We'll take it.
We will gladly take it, but in all seriousness, make that work for your budget, but if you are able to support, we are so, so grateful, and we've got another 2 hours of amazing content to prove to you just how talented Cape Breton is and why everybody needs to be showcased on the stage. So, without further ado,
We'll give it over to Carmen Townsend.
here we go.
It's my fault. I like to tell the truth a lot. Yeah, I need to know straight out of the get-go. Are you gonna shoot this light out? Oh, oh, oh. I'm afraid didn't only come with cheap pain. There's a ringing in my ear. Could be heavy. Babe will turn the night on. I'm the only one who's falling, but I'll come hurting when you call. Caught between what you want and what you need, and you leave it up to me. Wake and wild with the wonder in the night, won't you leave it up to me. I'm the only one who's falling, but I'm up and running when you call. I'm the only one who's falling,
Lisa, what makes Manly Law a super sponsor?
Well, there I was desperately needing some help as I was looking for a brand new house. When just my luck, I'm a first-time home buyer, so I had no freaking clue what I was doing. When just my luck, a majestic figure came down from above and takes my hand and held it and guided me through all my legal concerns and questions.
God?
Nah, Manly Law, bye.
Wow, what a super sponsor.
Thank you, Manly Law Firm, for being a super sponsor of the Highland Arts Theatre, supporting local artists, businesses, and accessible entertainment for all.
My name is Amanda McDougall. I'm the mayor of the Cape Breton Regional Municipality. I think the arts are in all of our hearts and our souls here. When you think of Cape Breton, you think of music, you think of creating, you think of this beautiful landscape and how it inspires all of us to be creative. And so really, arts are ingrained in each and every one of us. And when we look at our history, when we think about the industry that has come and gone, what has always been here is the creativity of Cape Bretoners. Being in a position that I'm able to give each month through Radical Access not only supports the theater, it supports people who are creative and want to be able to work on the island. It also offers the opportunity to anybody to enjoy and learn and become enriched from the wonderful shows that the Hat puts on. So if you're able to give, know that you're not only giving to the theater, but you're giving back to the entire community.
Hey, LeVar Burton here with a shout out of love and appreciation to Wesley Colford and everyone there at the Highland Arts Theatre on Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia. Now, I do not know if you folks are aware, but Wikipedia used to inform that I, LeVar Burton, lived in Nova Scotia. I didn't. Never have. Not that I wouldn't. I love Nova Scotia. But that's what Wikipedia used to say back in the day when you could just put anything up there. And I didn't put it up there, somebody else did. Anyway, this isn't about me. It's about you at the Highland Arts Theatre. Listen, it has been a rough time for everybody, and in my view and in my heart, especially those in the arts. So, members of the Highland Arts Theatre community, please keep your heads up and keep your hearts open. This will all pass soon, and we will be back to being able to do what it is we do best. In the meantime, and in between time, take care of yourselves and each other. Peace and blessings to you all. The Forge out.
You never know who is going to show up at the Hat Radical Access Telethon, so keep on watching, tell your friends, post on Facebook, share the link, whatever you need to do to share the word, because we've got a lot of incredible Cape Breton talent, but also some celebrity guests, so stay tuned, and there's more where that came from.
You know what, Wesley, it means a lot that the mayor is behind us. It means a lot that all of you are behind us, but there's something about having the man who taught me to love reading behind us that means a lot. Okay, up next, we have a performer from one of what I would say is our more ambitious projects of the year. So we did a show this summer called Comedy of Errors. We performed in the Open Hearth Park, we performed in the New Waterford Bandshell, and we performed right here. And one of the comedic stars of that show is going to perform a really beautiful and funny song for you next. So I'd love to welcome Mia Tonette.
I've had much good luck as a performer. I've been cast in almost every show. From Carousel to Hair on Broadway, I was there. But you'd never, never know. Perhaps you picked me out last year in Phantom, or underneath my dirt in Miserable. But if you tried to pick me out from all the voices in the crowd, I'm certain that you must have had a problem. My plight is quite familiar to those who tread the boards at the Nederland and Schubert or Rialto. And though I've got a great high C, yeah, whatever. The reaction seems to be, oh my God, like that was so good. But we need you singing alto. Please give me a chance to sing melody. Give me a crack at the tune. I'm filled with chagrin every time I begin by the light of the silvery moon. One little shot at the melody. Give me a moment to shine. I'm sick of can't help loving that man of mine. Just look at Oklahoma, for example. That rousing title number of the show. Well, everyone is singing Oklahoma. I get sky. Yo-ho. Here's a medley of some of my finer roles. The hills are alive with the sound of music. 3 little maids from school are we, pert as a schoolgirl well can be, filled to the rim with girlish glee. 3 little maids from school. Touch me. So easy to leave me. What mirror, where? Which, what, where, who? Such a pretty me. Such a pretty me. Please pull a few strings for the melody. Don't care if the solo is teeny. It would be nirvana from having such mana to sing something other than Sweeney. I'm down on my knees for the melody. I'm begging with all of my might. Just half a bar and let this chorus girl be a star tonight.
Mia Tanette, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. So as Robin Lee said earlier, this has been an enormous year for us. As much as it's been a very stressful year and a very difficult year for all of us in lots of ways, we've had a lot of highlights amongst all of those troubles. And so again, in case you're coming at us fresh and new, like the freshly driven snow, and don't know the journey that we've been on, we've prepared a little video. This is actually something we released last year when we achieved 100% of Radical Access Year 1. And so we thought we'd refresh your memory and share you again some of those highs and lows of 2020 as we get ready for Radical Access Year 2. Take it away.
The world is turned upside down for all of us. None of us were expecting anything of this magnitude. Unfortunately, and after a great deal of deliberation, we have made the really impossible decision to not postpone, but at least for now, to officially cancel the productions of our main stage series for April and May. Be kind, be compassionate, be healthy. We've been pretty low-key about soliciting donations up till now. However, the reality is we, like so many other people, are in a very dire situation. We've had to cease activity because of the current quarantine protocols, of course, which has put us in a very precarious situation. Everybody who's already made donations, we are so incredibly grateful, and between you and our sponsors, that's really our only source of revenue at the time. COVID-19 has put us completely out of commission for more than 3 months, and if we don't do something as unprecedented as the moment, we don't know that we'll be able to survive. But the thing about unprecedented times is that we get to set the precedent. And this is our chance for an unprecedented solution.
Are trying times for many businesses in our region and certainly all theaters really around the world. But an emerging professional theater company in Sydney, Nova Scotia, in Cape Breton, thinks they may have a radical solution, making all tickets for their 12 main stage productions free of charge. Take a look.
Hello, everyone on the internet. Sixth anniversary Telethon Spectacular.
Getting angry doesn't solve anything.
And now, announcing the 2020 HAT Radical Access Pledge goals now available to Cape Breton and the world.
A new audio drama podcast series, new livestream video content, online HAT archival collection, ASL interpretive performances.
Thank you!
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
100 scholarships through the HAT Academy, renovations to our classroom spaces, 3 productions offered as field trips to high schools, and an annual Young Company.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
$25,000 for a new Mi'kmaq play, $10,000 commission to a BIPOC artist, site-specific productions, and artist-in-residence program.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All 12 main stage productions presented free of charge for everyone.
Thank you so much.
All of it is for you, and it's radically accessible. Thank you so much.
So again, that was our 100% video from year one, which, if you can believe it, all of those things we have now accomplished, which is pretty remarkable.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a similar slate of goals now for year two, many of which are very similar. We want to mostly be able to just sustain and continue this program and keep on doing all the amazing things. But as I said before, we do have a gap. So right now, at this moment, pending any brand new telethon donations, we are at 43.3% of our year two goal, which again, we're pretty good. But thank you again for everybody who's maintained your donations. We so appreciate it. We knew there was gonna be that gap. We knew last year there were a lot of really generous people who went over, above and beyond with large gifts that we knew would be one-time thing. And of course, there are people that sign up for monthly donations that we knew over the years, some portion of them would have to drop out for various reasons. So we of course understand that. Thankfully, so many people have stayed with us. Some people have upgraded their donations, and I have to mention, this has already been said, I think, but all new and upgraded donations will be matched by Annette Verschuren and Stan Chabinski today. Woo! So this is a really good time, yeah. We know that's going to be a big help, but again, if you're watching at home, I hope you'll take a moment at some point before the end of the telethon, go to our website. It is preferred, because we have people on the phones, but they are finite, and the internet is infinite. So, so if you're interested in making a pledge, website is the best way to do it. But if you prefer to make a phone call, we do have the phones standing by. Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
So when I think about radical access, we did it like we do everything at the Hat. It wasn't enough that we would survive. We wanted to be thriving. We wanted to be, we wanted to really give to the community and to the country. And so we created something really special. When I think about who this island should be proud of in terms of raw talent and impact, it's Rita Joe. And so we created something called the Rita Joe Playwrights Award. It was a national award for people of color. And so we had artists from across the country writing in. I was on the committee. I don't know how to explain it, but I said to Wesley after we chose the winner, like, I'm transformed by having all these people write in and say, this is my dream, can you help me? And we picked someone wonderful, and we said, yeah, we can help you. So we're gonna have a little video explaining exactly what the Rita Joe Playwright Award is, and I think saying a little bit about the winner.
You'll hear from the 2 winners. Here we go.
Hey, my name's Aaron. I'm the book writer and co-lyricist of Layup, a musical written by myself and Riel Reddick-Stevens.
Hi there, my name is Riel Reddick-Stevens. I am the composer and collaborating with Aaron on lyrics for this project Layup.
The first winner of the Rita Joe Award. I am a director, dramaturg, and playwright based in Toronto, Ontario.
I am a multidisciplinary artist, originally from Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia, now living in Montreal. But I must say I am so very excited that Layup gets to take its roots in Nova Scotia, where I am from, where it belongs.
Layup is a hip-hop and R&B musical that follows Sydney Barron, a disgraced college ball athlete who is forced back to her maritime hometown after being kicked out of the big leagues for a violent incident she caused. Sydney is forced to wrangle together a group of misfits to beat the best basketball team on the streetball courts in Cole Harbour, or risk being trapped in her hometown forever. Layup explores the idea of racialized failure among young Gen Z racialized Canadians. So often in these stories, specifically musicals, we hear stories about good people of color, stories about people of color who do the right things, stories about people of color who make mistakes but they're forgiven. We want to explore the flip side. What is this kind of insidious side of this necessary drive for racialized people to be great? What does that look like? What does that sound like? How can we break free of these cycles? Can we break free of these cycles? Layup explores these themes and more through a riveting R&B score, as well as a hip-hop score, as well as Nova Scotia beatmaking.
This story is important for us to tell because there are so many narratives about people of color in relation to their race and about struggling with race. And I think it's time that we see more stories about people of color just existing and not only being celebrated as people of color, but existing as human beings. We see them go through struggles. We see them not be so great. We see them love, laugh, fail. I think it's so important that we start to see people of color failing in our stories because there's so much pressure as a person of color to be the best because we're not seeing ourselves reflected in the work. It feels like we need to show up twice as much. I think having a story about people of color failing and going on and trying again will help relieve some of the pressure from some of the viewers watching. It is also really important that this story is told because Nova Scotia, especially where I grew up, is such a beautiful place that I don't see reflected anywhere outside of itself. It is extremely important that youth see themselves reflected in our stories that we're telling, specifically hip-hop youth, Indigenous, Black, people of color. I think it is so important that we see our communities, we see work by our communities for our communities. This story is specifically important to me to tell. I grew up in Nova Scotia playing basketball and then felt immense pressure to be great, not only in basketball but in theater and other things, and felt it was important that I made it out. And now that I'm out, I find it hard to navigate to my way back. If we create stories about those communities, then we see ourselves reflected at home. We are seeing ourselves at home, right? That way we don't have to leave. We can stay in the communities and continue to make our communities that we currently live in more bountiful.
We are so thankful to Highland Arts Theatre and the Radical Access Program and their donors, just because musicals are hard, musicals are big. Musicals don't get off the ground because they're not well funded. The fact that Riel and I have funds for a whole year to play, experiment, make music, make scripts, and discover things about the show will give it the incubation time it needs. The fact that we have this much subsistence money, just take time aside and make something, is radical, and it allows us to create at our full potential.
Highland Arts Theatre and all of the donors and supporters of the Radical Access Program, I just like to say a big thank you. Erin and I are so extremely grateful that we have been chosen for this award. We are given money to write, which is so exciting, and write such an exciting story that is so close to both of us.
Thank you. This means so much.
Thank you so much.
Lisa, what makes Flavor Cape Breton a super sponsor?
There I was, shipwrecked in the middle of the Atlantic. And just my luck, not a soul in sight, but just my luck. I remembered the geniuses at Flavor Catering, so I picked up my old Nokia cellular phone and I called the number to ask them about their takeout options. Now get this, not only did they scour the Atlantic Ocean for me, but they brought me the best frickin' meal ever. And they got me a puppy.
Wow, what a super sponsor.
Thank you to Flavor Cape Breton for being a super sponsor of the Highland Arts Theatre, supporting local artists, businesses, and accessible entertainment for all.
I'm Derek Mumberkett. I'm the MLA here for Sydney Member 2 and a resident of Sydney. So accessibility to the arts and culture in the community is significant for everyone of all ages. Really, we want to expose our youth to the culture of this community, the fact that there is an artistic path for them here in the CBRM, and you need support to do that. We've been doing a lot in the community here to really transform downtown Sydney. If you look at the construction of the community college, if you look at what we're doing with the Charlotte Street redevelopment, what we've done with the New Dawn Center for Social Innovation and the convent, the HAT is a piece of that puzzle. This is about people coming to our downtown. This is about people having access to the arts, being able to come and watch a show, and ultimately it's also about families that would not generally have access to something like this being able to come and participate, and their children being able to come and participate. So that's why this is so important. This initiative was fantastic last year, and I'm so happy to have the opportunity to help endorse this year's Radical Access campaign, and of course endorse Wesley and the whole team here who are friends of mine. They do great work in the community. They're huge advocates for the arts. They're huge advocates for supporting families in the community, and they have big plans for the future. So this is about ensuring that people have access to the arts, but we're still in the early stages for the HAT, and to see how much it has grown in the last number of years is absolutely amazing. That's a testament to everybody here, but there's more work to be done. This is part of it, and we're going to continue to advocate to make sure the HAT is in this community for a long time. When you donate to the HAT, you're donating locally. So the money that you donate to the HAT is going to access for people to come and watch a show. Your donations are going towards summer camps and drama camps and other programming for youth in this community that wouldn't have the opportunity to do that. You are supporting a great organization.
What's up, everybody at the HAT? This is Freddie Prinze Jr. wishing all you guys not a happy birthday, not a Merry Christmas, not a happy Hanukkah, not any of those things, even though I hope you enjoy them all. I'm wishing you all a very happy reopening of your theater. I know this pandemic has been brutal, not just for y'all, but for everybody. But today we're talking about you. I know it sucked. I know things have been horrible, and I'm hoping, like you guys are hoping, that this sort of light at the end of the tunnel isn't a mirage, and that we're actually going to get back to some sense of normalcy. And if we're there, awesome. If we're not, we're getting there. Keep working hard to make sure we get there. I know not everybody's on the same page with this stuff, but eventually we will get there. So I'm sending you guys lots of love. Keep your patience going. Keep your high hopes going. Allow yourself the opportunities to get angry and to lose your patience, but always know that's a temporary thing, and the rock you need to be is the permanent thing. So base all your philosophies on a foundation of truth, meaning know who you are, know what you want, those types of things. Get your butts back to work, put smiles on people's faces, and I'm sending all you guys lots of love and peace. All right? Be good, go. Bye.
It's just so incredible to see the local support that we have and also the international recognition and shout outs that we're getting. I think it's just really phenomenal and speaks to who we are as Cape Bretoners and what we're able to do. So something about theater. Sometimes, we come to the theater to really like push boundaries, challenge audiences, get really outside of the box. And then sometimes what we do is get together and do something that we know we already love. When the sea shanty trend hit TikTok and all of the local pubs, Cape Bretoners weren't learning anything new. We were learning what we already loved. And so now I'm sure you are going to appreciate on international Speak Like a Pirate
I don't want to
Day.
sing anymore.
One of a number with the original cast from this summer's hit, The Sea Shanty Show.
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The winds blew hard, her bow dipped down. Blow me, bully boys, blow. Ha! Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Ha! She had not been 2 weeks from shore, then down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Ha! Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Ha!
Caught her, all hands to the side, harpooned and fought her when she died down low.
Ha! Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Ha!
No line was cut, no whale was freed. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the wellerman's creed. He took that whale in tow.
Ha! Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Ha!
For 40 days or even more, the line went slack, then tight once more. All boats were lost, there were only 4, but still that whale did go.
Ha! Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on. The line's not cut and the whale's not gone. The wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew, and all. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Ha! Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Ha!
Oh, I missed that.
And now, once again, from the Sea Shanty Show, Adam Young on the keyboard and Matt Earhart on the fiddle. Here, take it away, boys.
Hello folks, David Francie here from Elphin in the hinterlands of Ontario. I'm just wanting to throw my support behind the Highland Arts Theatre in Sydney. I hope your doors remain open forever. You're run by musical friends, and those musical friends give us a place to play as artists and you a place to see us as the audience. So we owe them all a great deal of thanks for all their work. It's a selfless thing. I hope you give generously. I hope the doors are open forever. I hope we're done playing with you very soon. All the very best from up here.
Hi, my name is Anju Varick, and I've been involved with the Hat for a few years now. I started off as a theater goer, which was amazing. And then to avoid the winter blues in 2018, I took the resident company program. And I met unbelievable people. And that led to a creative writing class, which led to Tell Your Story, which led to, now I'm in the playwriting unit, which has been absolutely amazing. And this summer, I got to play with a merry band of geniuses in Shakespeare's Comedy of Errors. So and now I'm on the board of directors. I don't know how this all happened, but magic things happen here at the Hat. I think accessibility to the arts is amazing for everyone of all ages. We see different stories, different perspectives. And we always talk about exposing children to the arts, but I'm in my 50s and I was on stage for the first time, and who knew that that was possible. So on a personal level, my son is kind of shy and had some anxiety, and a few years ago he started at the Hat Academy, and every time he takes a class, he meets more people, he comes out of his shell a little bit more, and it's been absolutely amazing to watch. I think Radical Access has drastically and radically changed the way we consume art in this town and other places. Everybody is welcome, regardless of your socioeconomic status, your geography. Everybody is welcome. And the more people who come, the greater the range of voices that we have. It becomes a welcoming, inclusive space for everyone. I'm really excited about the Rita Joe Playwriting Award. It's for Black and Indigenous playwrights. And I think it is absolutely imperative that we expand the range of voices that we hear from. So you can't be what you can't see. So when we bring in diverse voices, more people get to see themselves, more children get to see the possibilities for themselves. So I am thrilled that Radical Access will help to support that. So we know about the generosity of our community. So any pennies you can spare, this is the place to put them.
Lisa, what makes 902 Side Group a super sponsor?
Well, there I was trapped, enclosed in my car in a frickin' Cape Breton May blizzard. And I felt hopeless when suddenly I looked up. And I saw the 902 digital ad, Cape Breton's locally owned one-stop shop for marketing, advertising, branding, sales strategy, and design in the digital ad space and more. And I said to myself, if they can do all of that, then by golly, I can do this.
Wow, what a super sponsor.
Thank you 902 Sign Group for being a super sponsor of the Highland Arts Theatre, supporting local artists, businesses, and accessible entertainment for all.
Hi, Wesley. This is Jamie Farr from the TV series MASH. And congratulations on the reopening of the Highland Arts Theatre in Nova Scotia, Canada. First of all, I'm a big proponent for live theater. I got started there. I went to the Pasadena Playhouse when I was a teenager and got discovered there and wound up being in my first movie at MGM, Blackboard Jungle. And I've had live theater in my entire career. I played Broadway and I've played many, many cities in Canada. As a matter of fact, one of the actresses that I worked with, Joan Gregson, is from the Nova Scotia area. She lives in the Toronto area now. But wonderful, wonderful actors and directors and writers. So congratulations and best of luck on that theater project. As I said, I was about ready to go out with my dear friend Ed Asner before he unfortunately passed away. We were going to do a show, a live theater presentation in North Carolina. So listen, on behalf of all of us actors and struggling actors, as we always are, I have Corporal Klinger here, and he says, may your life be an oasis of warm breezes, wavy palms, and spit-free camels. And again, congratulations on the opening of your theater.
When I think about Cape Bretoners who are talented, who have that really like special something, and then start to get that international recognition, I definitely think of the next person coming up. She performed for us for our first telethon. She performed the song that got her international recognition from, who was it again, Wes?
Mr. Sir Paul McCartney.
Just a little Paul McCartney. So we're gonna have a wonderful video for you from the wonderful Emma Stevens.
Hi, my name is Emma Stevens, and I'm from Eskasoni First Nation, and this is my song, I Wanna Rise. I dream at night of the city lights, the sights and the sounds and the feel of the wind in my hair, the open road, and the stars in the sky as my wheel. From the hills to the shore of this little town, my heart aches for what could be. So close, yet so far away to me. And I can't wait for all the world to see. I wanna rise, I wanna fly, spread my wings, leave the ground and touch the sky. I wanna walk this path, this winding road with you. I wanna rise like an eagle in flight, out of the dark, take back the night, bring your voice into the light. I wanna rise. These are the days that hearts can break, and this is the time and the place. I don't know what to think, what to say, how to feel, what is real and what is fake. Can you hear me scream? Can you hear me roar? Can you see me? I'm right here with my heart on my sleeve and my hands in the air. And I can't wait to meet you when I'm there. I wanna rise, I wanna fly, spread my wings, leave the ground and touch the sky. I wanna walk this path, this winding road with you. I wanna rise like an eagle in flight, out of the dark, take back the night, bring your voice into the light. I wanna rise. I wanna rise. 2 rays of light shine bright in the night for all the world to see. From the stars in the sky to the clouds above, to the depths of the deep blue sea. Can you feel my breath on the wind tonight? Can you hear my voice in the air? Wherever you go, I'll be there. I wanna rise, I wanna fly, spread my wings, leave the ground and touch the sky. I wanna walk this path, this winding road with you. I wanna rise like an eagle in flight, out of the dark, take back the night, bring your voice into the light. I wanna rise, I wanna fly, spread my wings, leave the ground and touch the sky. I wanna walk this path, this winding road with you. I wanna rise like an eagle in flight, out of the dark, take back the night, bring your voice into the light. Spread my wings and take flight. I wanna rise.
Breton. I'm Alexander Sadiq, and I just wanted to offer my heartfelt congratulations on the success of the Radical Access Telethon in support of the Highland Arts Theatre. I know what a treat it is to share live theatre with an audience of friends and neighbours. The idea that with all of your local support, the Radical Access programme has reached 92% of the goal is incredibly heartwarming. There is nothing quite like a night of theatre to bring people together in laughter and cheers and gasps and tears. You've truly become a beacon during a dark time in modern history. It's a radical idea. Well done, Cape Breton.
All right, everyone, we are officially 1 hour into the second annual Telethon Spectacular. I've just got the word from the phone lines, and we have a little update for you. If we get a drum roll, please, maybe. Not to put you on the spot. Here we go. As of this moment, we are officially 52.7% of our way to our goal.
Very nice.
Thank you, everyone who's gone to our website. Thank you to everyone who's made a pledge. We so appreciate it. It means absolutely the world. And we still got a long way to go, obviously, but we're there. And I think it's time to kick things up a notch. So if you are watching at home, I encourage you, share the link for this. Tag some friends. Send in their messages.
Text them.
Text them. Send them a letter. No, it will take too long. Call them, maybe. Whatever you need to do to spread the word. We've got the talent is just exponential as we go into the second hour, and we want to make sure everyone gets in right at the moment to be among the first people to see it. So if you could help spread the word, we certainly appreciate it. However, we are going to kick things up in gear even more by introducing our house band, ladies and gentlemen. We've brought them out of retirement for the second half, and we've got even more star-studded events coming up. So we'll introduce all of them in a moment, but without further ado, we'll send things back to the fabulous Matt Campbell with a song some of you may know, and it might be new for some of you, called Someone to Fall Back On. Take it away.
I'll never be a knight in armor with a sword in hand, or a kamikaze fighter. Don't count on me to storm the barricades or take a stand and hold my ground. You'll never see any scars or wounds. I don't walk on coals, I won't walk on water. I am no prince, I am no saint, I am not anyone's wildest dreams, but I can stand behind and be someone to fall back on. Some comedy, you're bruised and beaten down, and I'm the one who's looking for a favor. Still, honestly, you don't believe me, but the things I have are the things you need. You look at me like I don't make sense, like a waste of time, like it serves no purpose. I am no prince, I am no saint, and if that's what you believe you need, you're wrong. You don't need much, you need someone to fall back on. your name. I swear I'll be someone to fall back on. I'll be the one who waits, and for as long as you let me, I will be the one you need. I'll be someone to fall back on. Your prince, your saint, the one you believe you need. I'll be someone to fall back on. Someone to fall back on.
Hello to the staff of the Highland Arts Theater. This is James. Wesley wanted me to reach out and say hi and congratulate you guys on opening to the public again. That is fabulous. I can't think of anything that's more needed right now than people coming together, community. It's what I hunger for after being locked down for so long, and I cannot think of any better way to do that than live theater and live performance. I think that art, all art really, sculpture, music, dance, painting, all of it is really an artist expressing something about the way they see the world and putting that artifact out there, hoping that someone else says, me too. I've seen that. I've felt that way. And if that happens, the artist doesn't really feel so alone anymore. And whoever is receiving that gift, when they recognize themselves in it, they connect to the artist and they think, I'm like the artist. I don't feel so alone anymore. But the magic of theater is that the moment of realization, when I'm in an audience and I connect to what's happening on stage and I'm connecting to the actors and saying, me too, I felt that way. I connect to the playwright. But when I'm realizing that, I notice that the rest of the people in the audience are connecting too. And the sense of not being alone, the sense of being connected to a group of people is profound. So I think that you guys are doing the good work of healing right now of your entire community and stitching it back together. I can't think of anything better right now. Congratulations, guys. You're angels.
Hi there, I'm Lisa Lee, the Community Engagement Director for the Highland Arts Theater, and I'm here to do a special shout out to our Stetson sponsors. Let's give a standing ovation to Boston Pizza, Leisure Pools and Hot Tubs, GoCapeRent.com, and Support for Culture. Thank you so much for all your support.
Okay, I'm ready now, bye.
For what?
A 5, 6, 7, 8.
Thank you to our Stetson sponsors of the Highland Arts Theater, supporting local artists, businesses, and accessible entertainment for all.
So in coming back with our house band, I wanted to take just a second to introduce you to all the amazing musicians that you're going to hear throughout the second half. Starting all the way over on your left, or I guess on your screen, Mr. Peter McDonald on the keyboard. Red Mike McDonald on the bass.
Yeah.
Mike was the bass player in our very first production 7 years ago here at the Hap. Fabulous Joel McNeil on the drums. And Doug Johnson on guitar. All of which has been put together and arranged by our incredible music director, band leader extraordinaire, Barbara Stetter. And you're going to hear a lot more from them throughout the rest of the show.
Okay, up next next, we have a piece that was created for the project at the Hat that is nearest and dearest to my heart, Tell Your Story. Yeah, it was great. Wes and I co-directed it, and it's where we intentionally bring together people that we're just not seeing enough of on our stage, when we know have something to say. They got together, they took such kind care of each other. Some of them, it was their first time performing in front of an audience. One member said, after having my first child, this was the most transformative experience of my life.
It's pretty cool. So in order to share some of that magic, we've taken like an incubator, a little kernel from that show, and blown it up. We've taken it from just a keyboard to having a full band, which I've been honestly waiting for since I first heard this song. This is a 15-year-old genius who is going to perform and who has written this brand new hit you're gonna love. It's called Teenage, and it's written and performed by Hunter Estwick Watkins. Take it away.
Spinning around while my world crumbles to the ground, and can't fix it, trying to forget all the problems that remain in my head. It's getting harder to voice when all I need is some joy to get back on my feet quicker than a heartbeat, instead of stuck in a void. I know that there's a lot of people feeling this way, being stuck, being trapped in a cage. Well, welcome to the teenage. And over time, you learn to say goodbye to all the problems that cause you so much pain. And time goes by, which means you still can try. All you gotta do is look past the rain. Look past the rain, it will go away. Open your eyes, let the sun shine. Just let the sun shine. Look past the rain, it will go away. Open your eyes, let the sun shine. Just let the sun shine. I stopped talking about all my memories without a trace of overthinking, something that I should now embrace. The dark will start to fade out, and it takes time, no doubt, but you can figure it out, 'cause there's always a way. I know that there's a lot of people feeling this way, being stuck, being trapped in a cage. Well, welcome to the teenage. And over time, you learn to say goodbye to all the problems that cause you so much pain. And time goes by, which means you still can try. All you gotta do is look past the rain. Look past the rain, it will go away. Open your eyes, let the sun shine. Just let the sun shine. Look past the rain, it will go away. Open your eyes, let the sun shine. Just let the sun shine. And over time, you learn to say goodbye to all the problems that caused you so much pain. And time goes by, which means you still can try. All you gotta do is look past the rain.
Lisa, what makes Medicine Shop a super sponsor?
So there I was, talking to my buddy Doug, and he goes to me, Lisa, how come I can't find a pharmacy that's locally owned, run by a father and son team, that'll treat me like a person instead of like a number? And I said, bye, clearly you have not been to the Medicine Shop out in Sydney, owned by Hugh and Brandon. And Doug said, no, I haven't. And I said, yeah, clearly. And Doug said, no, I haven't. And I said, yeah, clearly. And then Doug said, no, I haven't. And I said, yeah, clearly, bye. And then Doug said,
wow, what a super sponsor.
Thank you, the Medicine Shop, for being a super sponsor of the Highland Arts Theatre, supporting local artists, businesses, and accessible entertainment for all.
My name's Anna Manley. I am the founding lawyer at Manley Law Inc. and the principal lawyer here as well. I'm also the founder of a technology startup called Advocate Cognitive Technologies, and I'm also the president of the board of the Highland Arts Theatre. Access to theatre is incredibly important to me, and radical access is important because of that. Due mostly to the fact that you just think about the impact that the arts have on your life. Think about how you feel when you read a book. When you're reading a book, it's quiet, you open the book up and you enter an entirely different world. It's a totally different universe. And theatre does that for people. So when I moved here 12 years ago, I moved here from Ontario. I moved here because I fell in love with Cape Breton. And when I moved here, there wasn't anything like the Hat in the downtown. And as soon as the Hat opened up, it was like all this ecosystem built up around it. There were restaurants and people hanging out in the downtown and the murals and the lights and just people milling about. And it just really had this feeling of this revival, of vibrancy. And that was something that I think the downtown was missing. And that is what the arts does for a community. It's absolutely vital and essential to a community to have a vibrant art scene, because you have that sense of vitality and hope and light that people need in their lives. And I think that the Hat brings that to the downtown, and that's why it's such an important organization. So when you support radical access, you're not just buying a ticket to the theater, you're not paying for a night at the theater once a month. What you're paying for is you're paying for somebody else to have a night at the theater, right? You're giving that gift of somebody having the opportunity who may not otherwise have that opportunity to go to the theater and experience the light and beauty that theater has to offer, that the arts have to offer.
One of the most important things I've had the privilege to be involved with here at the Hat is the creation of the Hat Academy. Since 2016, we had various classes and workshops for young and older actors of all ages, but it was just before the pandemic we decided to up the ante with a full season of programming of all kinds of classes in singing, dancing, acting, creative writing, everything we could cram in. And then, of course, the pandemic hit and everything stopped for a little while as soon as we started renting a brand new building. Luckily, we were able to get things back on track relatively quickly, and thanks to the success of last year's Radical Access, we were able to fund 100 scholarships for young performers who otherwise wouldn't have been able to participate, which is pretty amazing. Yeah. Here with us in video form are just a few of the recipients of those scholarships to tell you a little bit about what their experience was like and why this kind of work is so essential to our community. Take it away.
Hi, did I already start? Yeah, you can go.
And what do you love about the Hat Academy?
What I love most about the Hat is how inclusive everyone is, and it's so easy to make friends there.
It's just a really good place. You can talk about stuff and you won't be judged for it.
The thing I love most about the Hat Academy is that it's such a safe place for you to be. Just how fun it is to act with your friends. Anything involving theatre, it teaches you so much.
What I love about the Hat is that they teach you to be patient.
I like the people here. I feel like it's a really accepting environment.
Singing is really fun here because, you get to sing, it's fun.
Time just felt like it flew. It was overall really enjoyable, and I loved it.
If you need a friend or something, this is the place to go.
Everything is just like amazing.
And what's something that you've learned from your time here?
If you don't all work together, it's not gonna like happen.
Teamwork, how much it matters, especially in the theatre.
I learned how to be quick and be fast at doing different things.
I learned how to be a better dancer.
Learned a lot of different types of theater, like invisible theater, verbatim theater, and lots of other things I hadn't heard of before, and so I'm really grateful for that because I love theater.
I've learned that it's okay to be you. The Hat Academy really taught me how to be outside my comfort zone and show who I am and what I do best.
Hi, I'm Rachel Murphy, and I am the Education Coordinator here at the Hat Academy. Last year, Radical Access funded 100 scholarships for youth in our community to take classes completely free of charge. Here at the Hat Academy, there is something for everyone. Acting, singing, dancing, triple threat, creative writing, theater activism. We have offered costume classes, audition workshops, dance workshops. We even have our resident company classes who will be performing in the Hat Main Stage November show all together now. When you donate to our Radical Access campaign, I can't even express how far your donation goes. There is nothing more magical than seeing someone completely come out of their shell and watch as they grow over an 8-week course or over a summer camp and just see how confident they are and just how much potential every single person who comes here has. I am always looking forward to the next amazing thing that we can do here with these incredibly talented youth, and you've become a part of that, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for everybody who donates.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Have a great time.
This next performer is one such young wee lad who I met originally from the Hat Resident Company mere 4 or 5 years ago. Since then, he has grown at least 4 or 5 inches, and he's been seen on the Hat stages in such shows as Kitchen Party, The Drowsy Chaperone, all kinds, including his very first one, She Loves Me. Now he's one of many of our young students who have graduated and gone on to continue a music education and hopefully a professional musical career. I know he's got lots more on his horizons, but he's come all the way from St. FX to join us tonight to share a little of his music. So ladies and gentlemen, everyone of all ages, please give a big welcome to Dane Peterson.
Well, it's blackfish at play in Hermitage Bay, from push through across to Bois Island. They broach and they spout and they lift their flukes out and they wave to a town that is dying. Now it's many's the boat that has plied on the foam, hauling away, but there's many more fellas been leaving their homes where the whales make free in the harbor. Well, it's at Portage in Maine. You'll see them again on their way to the hills of Alberta. With lopsided grins, they waggle their chins and they brag of the wage they'll be earning. Then it's quick, pull the string, boys, and get the tool out. Haul it away, but just 2 years ago you could hear the same shout where the whales make free in the harbor. Free in the harbor, the blackfish are sporting again. Free in the harbor, untroubled by comings and goings of men who once did pursue them as oil from the sea. Hauling away, now they're Calgary roughnecks from Hermitage Bay, where the whales
whales make free in the harbor. It's a living they found deep in the ground, and if there's doubts, it's best they ignore them, nor think on the bones, the crosses and stones of their fathers who came there before them. In the taverns of Edmonton, fishermen shout, haul it away, haul it away. They left 300 years buried up by the bay, where the whales make free in the harbor. Free in the harbor, the blackfish are sporting again. Free in the harbor, untroubled by comings and goings of men who once did pursue them as oil from the sea. Hauling away, hauling away, now they're Calgary roughnecks from Hermitage Bay, where the whales make free in the harbor. Free in the harbor again.
There are secrets on a leaf, in the water, in the air, hidden planets, tiny worlds, all invisible. Not a person seems to know, not a person seems to care. There is no one who believes a thing I say. Well, I'm fairly certain at one time or other, great thinkers all feel this way. Hello there. Hello to the team at the Hat. I love that you're called the Hat. My name's Kevin Chamberlain, if you haven't figured it out by now, and I was the original Horton the Elephant on Broadway. And I hear you had much success with Seussical at your theater, and I think that is it's such a wonderful show because, you know, when it was originally on Broadway, it was not very successful. It was sort of a flop. And it has had such success for the past 20 years in the regional theaters around the world. And I'm so glad that it's reached Canada and is having a big success up there. And I love that the Highland Arts Theatre is called Hat. You literally are the Cat in the Hat. I hear that you're getting ready to reopen. That's so thrilling. There's so much excitement around theater coming back. I know Broadway started last Friday night, and it was to much excitement. And I hope people start buying tickets and filling up audiences. I think we really need that. We need the storytelling right now. It's essential for our well-being, and as a community, and as artists, we need to feed the artists of our communities. So theater is incredibly important. I would love to visit you guys in Nova Scotia. I've always wanted to go, and I hear it's quite beautiful, and I think that it's amazing that you have free tickets to your shows. So thank you, Canadian government, for that. That's amazing. And I hope that your next show or shows or seasons are all successful and filled with joy. And remember the message of Seussical that, even that tiniest speck of dust needs respect as well. And boy, we've learned that during this pandemic, that we are not just ourselves. There is a larger world out there, and a smaller world. So Dr. Seuss had many allegories and metaphors up his sleeve, and we are all grateful for him. So it's time to not be alone in the universe anymore. Get out and tell everyone how lucky they are. All right? Take care. Bye-bye.
Hi there, I'm Lisa with the Highland Arts Theater, and I'm here to do a special shout out to our Trophy sponsors. Thank you so very much, Valmac Realty, Amber Dawn Holistic Wellness, Charlene's Nutrition Center, JJ Barrington, and Freshie. Thank you for all your wonderful support.
Best trophy I've ever seen was Lord of the Rings by...
I think you mean trilogy.
Thank you to our Trilby sponsors of the Highland Arts Theater, supporting local artists, businesses, and accessible entertainment for all.
Another very special project that we were so privileged to be part of in the past year, again, thanks to Radical Access, was the creation of a brand new show from Mi'kmaq artist Sarah Prosper, Samquan. This was a long time in the making, and this August we got to share it for the first time with audiences from all over Cape Breton and Unama'ki, and I hope it will not be the last time we get to see it. In fact, there are a few things that I cannot yet speak about, but I have a feeling that the show is going to have a big future. I know it was impactful for a lot of people, for me certainly.
Oh, after the show, I think I texted Wesley to say, I think that might be the most impactful show I've ever seen on any stage, and I'm just so glad that I got to see it here in Cape Breton. And when I think to 2018, we were in disco nights, and Sarah Prosper was a high schooler dancing with us, and it's a few years later, and now she's bringing us maybe the most profound dance and creative piece I've ever seen.
It's pretty amazing, and to share a little bit more about her experience and then to give you a little preview of the show, we're going to go right to the creator herself, Miss Sarah Prosper.
Hello, my name is Sarah Prosper. I was the artistic director of Samquan this past August with the help of Radical Access. Radical Access has brought so much to this community. We are able to join together and bring experiences that have never been seen on stage and bring people into the theater for an opportunity to show their talent, their voice, and express themselves like never before. So I'd just like to say thank you, and I hope we see more like this because it truly has made a huge impact to the community we have, and I look forward to seeing more things like this happen.
Herons fly homebound at dusk, lifting on the last current of warm air. The river route is long and arduous. When the hardship of flight has peaked and tempered. Go ahead, remove your ornaments. Watch your hands articulate the unlayering. A ceremony, undoing. Hang your garments with certainty, acknowledging how many generations survived, and how today you held space. So many generations survived, beautiful, powerful, resilient, vibrant, loving. Walk barefoot to someone. Inhale with the force of gravity. Rattle loose the fragments lodged where you never thought you'd heal. Let your breath reach all the places you didn't trust to keep you steady. You didn't trust to keep you steady. Steady. Sip water from your cupped hands. Roll it over you like a thunderstorm. And exhale so slowly that every bit of you melts. Sap going back to ground. Roots throbbing from thirst. Herons shake their feathers, fold their wings, and rest.
Hello everybody, my name is Jeff Ward. I'm the General Manager of the Member 2 Heritage Park. And I'm here today to ask people out there for help for the Highland Arts Theatre. At the Hat, which is an amazing, amazing place to come and learn, to be an artist, to share your craft as an actor, and as a former actor or a current actor. I played in many different roles, from TVs to movies to our local theater too as well. So it's important for us to have a venue right here on the island. So in order to help our actors, help our performers, our singers, songwriters, directors, best directors in the world here at Cape Breton, the best fiddlers in the world, the best performers in the world are all right here in Cape Breton. So let's help the Highland Arts. Let's help the Hat raise the funds so that we can continue to hone on our crafts and support one another and make it an amazing place. So, Walalan, I thank you guys very much. It's a true honor to be a part of this and to send our support and our love to the Hat from up the hill to down the hill. And as we sing this song, this round dance, to bring people together in a good way, we hear the heartbeat of Mother Earth as we hold hands to help one another.
You know, there was a point, I would say pretty early in lockdown, when it became clear that we needed to bring some joy to the stage as soon as we were able. Communities, it's a theater's job to respond to the needs of the community, and so that's what we did. And I just want to say something before this next little bit that is one of the shows we put out specifically to just spread some joy. One of the really remarkable things about the Hat is that a lot of the performers that we're so excited to see have a whole other set of skills, training, jobs, and this is just their passion project. And yet they're the people that when we go to a musical, we know they're going to hit the big notes. We know they're going to bring it home. We know they're going to make us smile or cry or whatever they want to do. And so I'm going to invite to the stage, I'm going to announce a few performances from Here Comes the Sun, and you're going to be seeing Wesley Colford, who you've seen already tonight, and the wonderful Catherine Woodford. So take it away.
Do I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I walk down the lane with the happy refrain, just singing, singing in the rain, dancing in the rain. Ah-dee-ya-dee-ya-dee-ya-dee-ya. I'm happy again. I'm singing and dancing in the rain. I'm dancing and singing in the rain.
Me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. Don't tell me not to fly, I've simply got to. If someone takes a spill, it's me and not you. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade? I'm marching my band out, I'll beat my drum. And if I'm band out, your turn at that, sir. At least I didn't fake it out, sir. Guess I didn't make it, but whether I'm the rose of sheer perfection, a freckle on the nose of life's complexion, the sinner or the shiny apple of its eye. I've gotta fly once, I've gotta try once, only can die once, right, sir? Oh, life is juicy, juicy, and you see, I gotta have my bite, sir. Get ready for me, love, 'cause I'm a comer. I've simply gotta march, my heart's a drummer. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. I'm gonna live and live now. Get what I want, I know how. One roll for the whole shebang. One throw, that bell will go clang. Eye on the target and wham. One shot, one gunshot and bam! Hey, Mr. Ornstein, here I am. I'll march my band down. I'll beat my drum. And if I'm banned out, your turn at bat, sir. At least I didn't fake it, hat, sir. Guess I didn't make it. Get ready for me, love, 'cause I'm a comer. I've simply got to march. My heart's a drummer. Nobody, no, nobody is gonna rain on my
My name is Carla Arsenault, and I'm the President and CEO of the Cape Breton Partnership. I've had the pleasure of attending a number of different shows at the Hat. I bring my children. I've purchased tickets for others to attend shows because I think it's a gem. It truly, truly is. I remember the Hat before it was the Hat, when it was a church, and to see it be reshaped and become such a vital part of our downtown core and a vital part of our arts community is just so incredibly important to Cape Breton as a whole, and it's incredible to have that resource here in our community. We do a lot of work within our organization to promote quality of life, and so many people that I've talked to who are connected to the theater are choosing to live here in Cape Breton because of the Hat. You know, it's from young people all the way up to seniors who have become part of the fabric of the Hat. Part of the reason they want to stay in this community is because of resources like the Hat, and I think that it makes our community an even more incredible place to live. Theater is not only a cultural resource in our community, but it's an economic driver, and by that we are not only employing artists in our community, but there's a broader economic impact for the downtown as a whole. When people choose to attend a show at the Hat, they're likely visiting a restaurant either before or after the show, visiting a coffee shop, maybe they're dropping into a store on Charlotte Street. There's a broader economic impact to the community that's seen by the Hat and their vendors and the people that they work with. So the overall economic impact on the Hat is can certainly not be overlooked because it is a tremendous resource in this community.
Hello to everyone at the Highland Arts Theatre in beautiful Nova Scotia. This is Jonathan Freeman, and I'm the voice of Jafar in Disney's 1992 animated feature of Aladdin. And as some of you know, because you saw one of our tryouts in Toronto, I have been doing it now for, I think this is the 7th year, and we're just getting ready to reopen on Broadway. Oh, help us all. Help us all. Everything is harder now, you guys. Everything. But it's worth it. It is definitely worth it. It's going to be worth it for all of us. And I just want to say to you, because I know that you're getting ready to reopen your theater, and I understand that it's difficult. It's always difficult. But I want to remind everybody, there will never be a substitute for live performance. Ever. There isn't a film, television show, recording. There isn't anything that's ever been done in the arts that has managed to replace a live performance in terms of excitement. That's what I try to hang on to. That having been said, I would like to wish all of you a really great opening. Look out for the bumps and the potholes, but I wish you all a very, very, very beautiful opening. And so everyone at the Highland Arts Theatre, from me and from Wesley and from Jafar, congratulations to you, congratulations to you, congratulations Highland Arts Theatre. Congratulations to you and many more. My dear, dear friends at the Hat. May all your wishes come true. 3, of course.
So, Wesley, it might be a personal question, but why are you so sweaty?
That is a very personal question. Thank you, the one person in the audience in the balcony. No reason. I'm just so excited about this fabulous telethon, and I will admit, getting a little nervous. We're getting close-ish to the end. We've still got probably about a half an hour left. So if you are on the fence, if you're thinking about donating, this is the moment. Go to our website, give us a call. We have people on the lines, and even more importantly, if you're watching, if you're enjoying, spread the word. Share this on your feed, on your social media, send to a friend, and we've got still a long way to go, and we want to get there. So thank you so much, everyone who is already supporting, and we've got so much more coming, so make sure everybody gets to see this live and right as it's happening.
Awesome, thank you. So up next, we have a local talent who is just so spectacular. We're so lucky. She teaches at the Hat Academy. You've seen her in Little Shop of Horrors and As You Like It.
As You Like It.
Yeah, so up next, we have the wonderful Ashley Buckingham.
Trying to hold my breath, let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. Set off a dream in me, getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand. Can you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never enough.
Lisa, what makes Hot 101.9 and New Country Radio a super sponsor?
There I was, listening to the radio, trying to thaw out my spaghetti. And just my luck, the barbecue wouldn't start.
Why were you thawing out spaghetti?
But just my luck, I flipped the channel, and Cape Breton's hit music station, Hot 101.9, comes on, and it thaws up my whole bag of spaghetti. And next thing you know, I'm drinking a nice cup of spaghetti, listening to my favorite country music on New Country.
Wow, what a super sponsor!
Thank you, Hot 101.9 and New Country Radio, for being a super sponsor of the Highland Arts Theatre, supporting local artists, businesses, and accessible entertainment for all.
It's a musical, a musical. There's nothing as amazing as a musical. Hi, everybody at the Highland Arts Theatre. It's Rob McClure. Wesley reached out and asked me if I would help them give you all a little bit of a pep talk as you gear up to reopen to the public. First of all, congratulations. What a long haul this has been. It's a crazy, crazy time. And here's the cool thing about theater reopening is that it is providing for people the exact tonic for the thing they've been missing, which is collective humanity. You know, it's it's sharing space with other human beings and allowing ourselves to be changed and electrified and moved deeply and made to laugh or cry or feel together. Live storytellers and live listeners exchanging that energy. These are the things that have been denied us for the past almost 2 years now. Gosh. And, you know, it's going to be a remarkable event when curtains rise again, because I think it will prove just how essential theater is, just how much people need it, and just how transformative it can be. And you are all gearing up to provide that for others. And I'm excited for you and sending you all of my love. I understand you're in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. I wish that I could get up there so that I could see you all. And I also understand that all of the tickets where you operate are free because of this program called Radical Access, which is just so phenomenal. I work at a theater often called the Muni, the Municipal Opera Company in St. Louis. It's a 13,000 seat theater. Yes, 13,000. But the last 1,000 are free. And I see what that does for the community, you know, the access that it grants to people to be able to share in that storytelling, and the idea that you've created a program and are participating in one where everyone can afford to come see it is just astonishing. And I think that's a remarkable thing to be a part of, and I hope that everyone takes advantage and comes and checks out the stories that you have to share. I would be one of them, except I'm gearing up to reopen Mrs. Doubtfire on Broadway. We go back into rehearsal on the 20th, which is in about a week, so I cannot wait. In the meantime, from Broadway to Nova Scotia, I'm sending you all of my love, my well wishes, and break legs, because people are going to need it. All my love.
While 2020 and 2021 have been very difficult, as I hope we've illustrated, there's been a lot of moments of joy and hope as well, or at least we've certainly striven to be able to provide that. But there has been obviously a great deal of tragedy as well, and I think we'd be remiss if we didn't mention on this occasion one particular death that has been an impact to the incredible arts community of Cape Breton, and that was the death of Kenzie McNeil a few months ago. Kenzie was a lifelong musician, composer, actor, artist in so many ways, and no stranger to this stage, both before and after it became the Hat. We had the great privilege of having an entire show featuring music of Kenzie McNeil and as well as Colin back in 2018, called Cape Breton According to Kenzie and Colin, aptly enough. He was a supporter of music and a supporter of this theater right up until the end. And so in order to in our small way, pay tribute to his life and his legacy and his music, we're going to play a clip from our 2018 production of Kitchen Party with a fabulous arrangement of his iconic song, The Island, which is performed by that cast from 2018 and arranged by Christopher Mountier. Thank you so much, Kenzie, wherever you are. We're thinking of you, and hopefully this is a small way that we can give back.
they see. The hills of Cape Breton, this new home of mine.
They come from the countries all over the world to hack at the forest, to plow the land down. Fishermen, farmers, and sailors all come to clear for the future this pioneer ground. We are an island, a rock in a stream. We are a people as proud as there's been. In soft summer breeze or in wild winter winds, the home of our hearts, Cape Breton.
Over the rooftops and over the trees, within these new townships, oh what do I see? The black pit heads, the coal wheels are turning, smokestacks are belching, and the blast furnace burning. Burning. The sweat on the back is no joy to behold, in the heat of the steel plant or mining the coal. And the foreign-owned companies force us to fight for survival and fight for our rights. We are an island, a rock in a stream. We are a people as proud as there's been. In soft summer breeze or in wild winter winds, the home of our hearts, Cape Breton. Over the highways and over the roads, over the causeways, stories are told. They tell of the coming and the going away. The cities of America draw me away. And the companies come, and the companies go, and the way of the world we may never know. And we'll follow the footsteps of those on their way, and we'll fight for the right to leave or to stay. We are an island, a rock in a stream. We are a people as proud as there's been. In soft summer breeze or in wild winter winds, the home of our hearts, Cape Breton. We are an island, a rock in a stream. We are a people as proud as there's been. In soft summer breezes, in wild winter winds. The home of our hearts, Cape Breton.
Thank you again, Kenzie, and our special condolences to his family. We are heading into the final stretch of this year's telethon. We have a couple of more special guests who we can't wait to share with you. But before that, I just want to encourage you again, this is the last call if you would like for your pledge or donation to be matched by the incredible Annette Verschuren and Stan Chabinski. We are getting ready to do all of our final tallies, and we'll have an update coming soon after our next guest. So if you're watching this at home, if you're just tuning in, this is the moment. If you donate, all of your efforts will be doubled. And as well, just a reminder, we are a registered charity. You will get a tax-deductible receipt. So whatever you donate, you'll actually get about half of it back when you file your taxes. So you could have a quadruple impact. And this is the last call for that amazing, amazing and generous gift from Annette Verschuren and Stan.
I just want to say, this program, the success of this program this year gave us bragging rights as an island. So one of my favorite parts of the last year was I had friends come and visit from New Brunswick, and of course they wanted to see a show because I talk about this theater so much. And when they got the tickets, they said, okay, what do we owe you? I said, oh, you don't owe us. Like, this is on the community. This is what we do for each other. You can leave a donation. You know, it'll help other people see free theater, but this is what we do in Cape Breton. This is our community. Come on and see what we have to offer. And I teared up, and they teared up, and it was beautiful, and it was a beautiful free show.
We're so lucky, and again, it's been because of the generosity of everybody on this island and as far away as Wales. Like, we've had so much support from across North America, and I really hope we can do it again. I will say, I'd meant to mention this at the beginning, we've changed the tiers a little bit. Last year, it was all or nothing. Because we didn't know if it would work, we had to reach 100% for any of the shows to be free. We have hopefully made it even more accessible, so last year we did 12 free shows, in order to make sure that we can continue that and so that we have time to finish the fundraising, because we don't expect to get to 100 today, certainly. But we've changed the tiers so that if we get to 60%, we will promise 5 free shows over this next year. If we get to 80%, it'll be 7 free shows. And then if we get to 100, it'll be all of our main stage productions free of charge. So that's a little bit of a compromise. Yeah. So fingers crossed, the next 2 shows which we've announced, which we hope will be free, are Yaga by Kat Sandler, which is a spooky, dark comedy, mystery, murder mystery kind of show. Kat Sandler wrote Punch Up and Sucker, if you remember those shows.
So good.
It's going to be incredible. We have a lot of announcements coming up soon. And then the next show will be a big Broadway review spectacular, which is part of, again, a global event. This is from MTI, Musical Theater International, that they do the rights for most Broadway shows. And they've put together a show specifically for theaters coming back to full capacity called All Together Now.
Very cool.
So it's pretty cool. We're going to be one of 350 theaters around the world on the same weekend doing our own local production of this show. So it's going to be a big cast. It's going to feature all of our HAT resident company classes from the HAT Academy and some people that you probably haven't seen on stage for at least 2 years. So again, we want to get to at least 80% would be ideal. As long as we get to 60, at least one of those shows will be free, and I really hope they both will, because this is something that we are just so passionate about.
And proud of.
And proud of, and we know you are too. So if you're thinking you would buy tickets anyway, don't. Make a donation, get a tax receipt, give us the confidence that we know we'll be able to go forward striving with that vision. And there's lots more to come in the new year, so fingers crossed. Hopefully bigger, better.
We're going to do it.
Slightly more people in the audience.
We are going to
do it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So that's the last call. We're going to be doing a lot of tallying, but while we're doing that, we're going to leave you in the best duo of hands I could possibly put you in. As individual artists, I've been a fan of them, literally one of them since I was in grade 11 and 12 at Sydney Academy. Individually, they're a feat, and together they are a force. I keep wanting to use the last name I've known you by. The reason that is because in the last month they both got married, as if that wasn't cute enough. Please put your hands together for a fabulous duo of Danny McNeil and Molly McNeil.
Woo!
Yeah, don't worry, baby, I know you want to see me, don't worry. Yes, I'm coming home. It was dark, you were quiet, in the silence we riot, sit inside, by side in the dark. I don't want clarity, sanity, it's not for me. Bring back the nonsense, romance yet to be. I take back the nonsense. Well, I am still on the fence to the places we go without consequence. I just wanted to say I worked a 10-hour day, so I probably won't stay. But if the party's still going, I may stay without knowing that I'm sorry. declared in love with tight fit. I'm oddly shaped, I'm oddly lit. Well, not tonight, boys. We're going home by choice. Yeah, maybe I'll stay for just one more of a connoisseur's guide. I'm having a bitter night, constant railing on to the sides. We come roaring in late, oh, they're home and awake. Yeah, everybody get the hell out. I just wanted to say I worked a 10-hour day, so I probably won't stay. But if the party's still going, I may stay without knowing that I'm so tired. Yeah, well, don't forget to ask. I am forgetful on my task. Oh, too much juice pass by in a flask. I just wanted to say I worked a 10-hour day, so I probably won't stay. But if the party's still going, I may stay without knowing that I am so tired.
Thank you so much.
The fog rolled down into our town. We couldn't see till the sun came down. We found gold, yeah. You led me to a buried hole, somewhere only we could know. Don't go there. My name in the mouth of strangers. How do you learn to shut them out? You seem to do all they want you to do, but they won't tell me how. Then out of the blue, it's out of the question. You're out of time. The dancers turn and the memories call as I hum that tune along. My name in the mouth of strangers. How do you learn to shut them out? They seem to do all they want you to do, but they can't show me how. Then out of the blue, it's out of the question. You're out of time. I'm out of suggestion. Then out of the blue, you're out on a limb while you're looking out. You better look in. Her recipe she saw as last. Mama's version of Nana's pie. A weasel came and killed the hens. Times are now as they weren't then. Then out of the blue, it's out of the question. You're out of time. I'm out of suggestion. Then out of the blue, you're out on a limb while you're looking out. You better look in.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Hi there, I'm Lisa Lee, the Community Engagement Director for the Highland Arts Theatre. Let's give a round of applause for our bowler sponsors. Thank you so much, Citgo Fuels, Scotia Propane, Family Heirblooms, City Credit Union, the Forester Center and the Crypt, Cape Breton Beverages, Breton Brewing, and Island Chiropractic. Thank you so much for all your support. Okay,
Okay?
go with it. Aren't you going to do something silly?
No, but I think it's really cool that these places are supporting the arts. It's really important to support the community.
I agree.
Thank you to our bowler sponsors of the Highland Arts Theatre, supporting local artists, businesses, and accessible entertainment for all.
So one thing that I don't think we've talked about as much this year, because it is a little bit later than usual, but this whole idea of what has become the Telethon, what used to be called the Hativersary, is in fact celebrating the Hativersary, the anniversary of the Highland Arts Theatre. And somewhere in the middle of lockdown this past June, we celebrated our 7-year anniversary here.
Yeah.
So that's some of the format of what you've seen tonight. We wanted to celebrate some of the highs of the past year. Certainly, obviously have a bit of a different scope of fundraising than we used to have, but it's so exciting, and the past year has changed our direction in such exciting and amazing ways. So 7 years in, hopefully just the very beginning. The fact that we didn't think we'd make it to 7 says wonders and speaks volumes. So yet again, that's because of so many of you that are both in the room and watching at home.
I think the theater was supposed to get all the cruise ship dollars.
That was the original plan.
And that's
yeah.
how it was all going to run.
That never happened.
Wesley, is this a special shirt?
Okay, I just said this backstage, but this is actually, this shirt and this outfit is the exact outfit I wore to the first performance of the Wachowski brothers in 2014, so. And I don't think it's fit for any of those 7 years in between, so it
But it
fits
looks good now.
Yeah. So anyway, because it is it's slightly later, but we are celebrating a momentous occasion. We had a couple of special videos, some shout outs from some very special people, and then, as is tradition, the incredible Nicholas Porches, who some of you might remember from being on the stage, has edited together a introspective video of clips from all of our main stage shows, plus a couple of special shows for the past year, and he's edited that together, so you'll get to see that at home, and we'll keep that up on Facebook as well, so you can check it out. It's been, like we said all night, it's been a lot of lows, but a lot of highs too. So here's
More
some
highs.
More highs for
Way
sure.
more highs.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's some special words of congratulations, and then the fabulous Nicholas Porches' editing skills on display.
Hey, Anthony Anderson here, and I'd like to say congratulations and happy 7th anniversary. Yes, to the team at HAT. You know who you are. The Highland Arts Theatre in Nova Scotia. Opening night and celebrating a birthday? You guys are doing it big. Congratulations.
Hey, this is Mara Wilson from Matilda, and I wanted to wish the team at the Hat a very big congratulations on 7 years. I am a big theater nerd underneath it all. I have loved theater ever since I was a little kid. It really is just a huge part of who I am. I have a degree in theater, and I really have so much respect for small theaters that, keep working, and regional theaters that just work so hard. I love you guys. So you are very close to my heart. I hope you know how amazing I think you guys are, and I hear that you did the musical of Matilda, which is, absolutely fantastic, a couple years back. So I wish you guys many, many years in the future of making wonderful theater and bringing theater to people, because we really need that. Theater is for everybody. There, I think, is this sort of silly attitude that, theater is this elite thing that, only people can see, like on Broadway or the West End, or like in Toronto, places like that. But that is just silly, because theater is really everywhere, and it should be everywhere. So hats off to you. Sorry about the pun, but hats off to you on 7 wonderful years. Thank you for all you've done, and here's to many, many more.
It has been, oh my goodness. You'd think this is my first time, believe it or not. It's been quite the year, and it's so great to see some highlights, but believe it or not, we are just getting going. When we started Radical Access, we thought by last fall we'd be back to full capacity. And we're still not, but we're getting there little bit by little bit. And as long as we're keeping everyone safe, we're so thrilled we get to keep doing these shows and keep on growing. And when we're at full capacity, Radical Access is just going to explode, and we cannot wait to share that with you.
How many shows did we do this year during a global pandemic when most theaters were shut down?
It was over 300 performances, believe it or not.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
And it's only up from there.
With 3 people in the audience per show, but it's no, slightly more than that. We are into we've got 2 songs left for you, and this is the grand finale. So if you know anyone that has stopped watching or anyone else that you think might want to join in, this is a great time to share again. Before we get into that, though, I just want to take a second to thank so many people who have made this night and this year possible. And I don't want to, I cannot mention everyone because we'll be here for another hour. But I have to thank, first of all, our techs for tonight, the fabulous Ken Heaton on lights and Owen Vandermeer on sound. Barb Stetter and our house band once again, so amazing. Rachel Murphy and the entire team on the phones, as well as G and Kate and everybody. Sashwat.
Woo! Yeah.
It's been a lot of video work, and everybody who's in here in person, I'm sorry you haven't gotten to see them yet, but those videos, for the most part, were edited by the incredible Thomas L. Colford and Allison Crosby, so thank you to both of them for all of their support. And everybody at the Hat team every day that makes all of these things possible. Ali and the box office, and Lisa and Hillary, every single person, Jordan, it's Kayla. It's an incredibly wonderful team we're so lucky to work with, and we'll keep on working. I was gonna wait till later, but I have to thank my co-host, the incredible Robin Lee Seal.
Always just says, hey, I've got a crazy idea and I think you can do it with me. And so then I'm ending up doing something weird like this. And it's great. And I just thank you for always doing that. And for being great and for hosting.
Well, speaking of hilarious ideas that we've done together in the past year, I want to take us back to a little show that we mentioned earlier called Tell Your Story. There were 3 original songs in that show, and I wanted to get all 3 of them with a band, but only 2 of those performers were in Sydney. But we get to share the second one with you, which I'm so equally excited. This is going to have some more special guests by the end of it, but before I get too ahead of myself, we'll turn things back over to our house band for our second last song of the night. Then we'll do our grand total, and then one last song to take us home. Ladies and gentlemen, with her original song, Say Strong, please give a big round of applause for Jocelyn Hines.
I can be a mess sometimes, even when I'm right. And maybe that's the reason why it's so hard for me to take flight. You know it's right for me, so you give me that push. And your words, they live in me, just like you knew they would. And I can still hear you saying, no matter where you go, you can always find your way back home. The road may take you alone, but darling, I will help you stay strong. Now I know the future I dreamt wasn't built in this small town. But is it really worth chasing if I can't have you around? I know it's right for me, even if I'm in pain. Because this move may hurt right now, but I have so much to gain. And I'll remember what you
Jocelyn Hines, ladies and gentlemen, and many of the casts of many of the shows we've been able to get to do over the past year. I knew I would, and I, of course, forgot a couple of people that I wanted to thank, starting with, as I just sort of did, but all of the incredible, talented performers that gave their time, volunteered all of their efforts to come and put together this show tonight. For all of you, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It's been amazing.
You're welcome.
And I do have to publicly thank our live studio audience here, who's been amazing. Big improvement from last year's telethon. And then, of course, I would be so remiss if I didn't thank the incomparable Annette Verschuren and Stan Shabinsky, who have helped us so much with this telethon. I do have a final tally before we do our last song of the night. And I'll make a reminder, this does not mean this is the end of our efforts. This is the launch. This is our first big foray into Radical Access Year 2. And I'm so excited by it. We have so much, we still some ways to go, but we've got time and we're going to keep those efforts going until we get there. But in the meantime, I'm so excited to say thanks to all of your efforts, thanks to everyone watching at home, everyone who's put in new pledges, new donations, and of course the matching of Annette and Stan. At this moment, we are currently at 65.8% of our goal. So, again, thank you, everyone who's believed in us, all of our sponsors, all of our audiences, everyone who's taken people to shows, everyone who's shared all of our things, and of course, everyone who has believed in us and made donations for Radical Access. Thank you from the bottom of all of our hearts. And with that in mind, we've got one more song for you tonight. This is one of our favorites, and we're gonna all get together, get a little bit of party on. You're welcome to dance in your seats. You're welcome to dance at home if you like. And this is for all of you. Take it away, Ashley. Tell you I'm in the name of gonna fly like a bird on the wing. Hold on to your hat, honey. Sing, 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 sing. I got the music in me. 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 I got the music. I got the music in me. Thank you, good night. Clear?